And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your CEO 2022 Street Fighter V Championship Edition champion.
Going into EVO 2022, Idom was North America's greatest hope, but disaster struck almost immediately.
Oh my God!
Facing down the most difficult bracket in Street Fighter history, Idom had only one chance left. One path to prove to the world what he was capable of. Beating everyone.
You may show you.
No! No, it's a link! It's a stun! And Idom is in fact gonna take out Daigo and then Tokido!
I don't even know if he needs it!
He might get super no.
Oh, he didn't even need the super! He needed but one EX!
We are going to the final game here for Street Fighter V at Evolution 2022.
Before we get into the video, I just want to give a huge thank you to our friends over at Opera GX for sponsoring this video. I think we can all agree ads are annoying, right? Like anyone stopping a video to thank a sponsor, ugh, boring, blah, boo, tomato. Luckily, Opera GX has a built-in ad blocker so you don't have to worry about any commercials while you go through your day. You deserve better than someone telling you what products you should be using. You deserve better than advertising. Let's make YouTube videos better together. Download Opera GX today. Okay, so if you pay any attention to Street Fighter at all, you probably know two things. Idom is North America's greatest champion, and North America hasn't won a main stage Street Fighter tournament at EVO in almost 15 years. That's right, NA has always fallen short at Street Fighter's biggest, most important tournament. And it's not for lack of trying. NA hopefuls enter EVO brackets in droves, and some of the region's best have come painfully close to victory, only to lose it all at the last minute.
Oh, we made it the throw! That's it! That's it! Tokido is the Evolution 2017 champion!
But going into EVO 2022, things felt different. It really seemed like Idom had the chance to win it all.
Yeah, going into EVO 22, I was feeling pretty confident even with my play. I was just, I try not to let like results get to my head kind of thing. Like obviously I was definitely one of the favorites going into EVO, but I was kind of like trying to keep myself like level headed. Like, you know, it's still EVO after all. Tournaments are hard. You don't just win everything without you don't just win everything so easily.
But in order to understand why people were so excited for Idom's chances at EVO, we need to go back a little. Idom's run leading up to his 2019 Capcom Cup win was incredible. But just like everything else, fighting games ground to a halt in early 2020. When the world opened back up, many wondered if Idom could regain his dominance over NA Street Fighter. Idom got the chance to test himself at Red Bull Kumite London, the first major offline event in over a year. And while he narrowly lost to Mr. Crimson in the grand finals, it wasn't all bad news. Being in the UK with all of these other traveling pros gave Idom an opportunity. Shortly after Kumite, he faced Tokido, an EVO champion and veritable legend of fighting games, in a 1-to-10 exhibition match, and Idom proved he still had it.
That might be stun. Oh my god, luck. Oh, he did some bad stun calculate. Idom is out of there. Oh my god, bad punish. Ooh, doesn't matter.
He gets the punish on the whiff headbutt, crouching on the headbutt, and gets the punish.
But Tokido's gonna build mirror. I wonder if he'll oh my god. I don't think Tokido's blocked any. He is dead. He is dead.
Bro, that was so good. Yeah, he has another mirror to work with though. It's not entirely over, but he has a that's a good back throw. This could be the start. This could be the start.
Ooh, that's it. Confirm, and that's it. Idom takes it 10-7. I told you 10-7.
Going into that 1-to-10 with Tokido, I definitely just wanted to like say, hey, you know, I'm really strong. Like I can beat some of the best players in the world when in Street Fighter V. So I definitely just wanted to play the 1-to-10 to like prove a point and say, hey, you know, I'm that guy. I can do this, and you know, show how dominant and strong I am in Street Fighter V.
Idom's last big tournament of 2021 was Red Bull Kumite Las Vegas. And just days before it, Idom reached another important career milestone. getting signed by an org. After 4 years of intense grind, putting on the red and black for Xset could help Idom finally take things to the next level.
It meant a lot. It feels good to like have like organization support behind me. Like when I go to events, like I know people at Xset like love to see me thrive, love to see me win.
At Kumite Vegas, Idom came third. Both he and NA's other superstar contender, Punk, lost to eventual winner Problem X.
Red Bull Kumite Las Vegas was like a huge like sigh of relief. I was like, okay, good. I can still play good, even though I'm sponsored and like now I have like, I guess, responsibilities to play good, or like I kind of need to play better all the time, kind of thing. So I think even the third place placing did take like a lot off my back.
But Idom's greatest challenge was still ahead of him. Heading into the first true EVO in years, Idom was easily North America's favorite. Still, everyone knew NA had a shaky track record when it came to Street Fighter at EVO. So even as a favorite, Idom had a difficult task ahead of him. NA has a total of 6 EVO Street Fighter trophies to their region, and not one in a main stage title since 2008. No North American player has done better than second place in 14 years. And on top of that, the competition was going to be fierce. Not only was this the first offline EVO since 2019, but it was also possibly the last to feature a main event Street Fighter V tournament. Every great player was going to bring their A game to lift the final Street Fighter V EVO trophy. This tournament meant a lot. The choices that had been made the past few years for many of the competitors were made with the goal of winning EVO, whenever that ended up being. But as usual, the tournament's open bracket was massive. And for Idom, that meant losing to someone he didn't expect, Ryan Hart.
I felt like I was trying to get past that match faster than I needed to. Like I was like just trying to win.
Wow, he did it! Oh! 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 Oh my God!
I think I kind of set myself up for failure playing the way I did versus Ryan Hart. Obviously, he played really good too in that match, but I do think I kind of, screwed myself in that set as well.
Dropping down to the lower bracket this early meant that Idom had a marathon ahead of him. His tournament life was on the line every single match, and the curse nearly struck in a match that almost no one saw.
Everyone always asks me this same question. I always find it so funny. And no one's actually ever gonna hear like what actually happened. Joey 900 in bracket was the hardest opponent because he was supposed to beat me. He just dropped his combo and I took advantage of it.
Idom's upcoming sets weren't going to be easy. In fact, if he wanted to win EVO, he'd have to fight through the hardest losers bracket in EVO history. First, Mr. Crimson, the man who had narrowly beaten him at Red Bull Kumite London, France's last hope in the tournament, and the world's best Dhalsim player.
Okay, V reversal. Yeah, you can see the kind of pressure, that Mr. Crimson's feeling using those V reversals. Oh no!
Taking up some time, yes. Taking up some space. Oh my God, what is he looking for?
What is he trying to do here? That could not have been what he wanted, and that's gonna cost him the round, the game, the set, and Idom defeating Mr. Crimson. 3-1.
His next opponent, though, was a living legend, and Idom's personal Everest.
I don't think I've ever beaten Daigo in tournament. I think he's like one of the few people I have like a terrible record against with Daigo. So he's actually in like my path playing. So Daigo's probably the person I'm worried about the most.
So Idom went to the one person he knew who could hold his own against Daigo, Punk.
He gave me some really good advice when it comes to playing against Daigo, like Daigo being like stubborn, or like he has a same pattern, or he always does this, or he always does that.
But even this additional knowledge didn't mean that everything went according to plan right away.
Here's Idom.
Is this another Idom comeback? Oh my God, it's still going. He gets
Here's
the hit.
Idom.
Yep. Ah, the Ume flash kick is in the house.
Still pestering. Idom's got the knockdown. EX! Daigo's out of it. He gets a punish. Now, like I said, his offense, this is where he needs to run it.
All right, so he goes for the full combo here. Knockdown, flash kick. Okay, mix up the meaty.
Still, this was Idom's moment to shine, and he eventually got the upper hand over Daigo.
He can't, gotta be.
He jumped. Here he goes. He needs one more still.
Oh, watch out. Oh! He did EX command grab! Final game, final round. Daigo versus Idom. Who is it gonna be? But again, those offensive V reversals.
He's there. Idom's gonna need one more. Daigo's life is on the line, and he throws it up with the EX. The Ume Shoryu, no!
There it is! And Idom is going to move forward, and Daigo has been eliminated from the tournament. And you can see from the crowd, people literally standing with their hands on their heads. Can't believe what they just saw.
At any other tournament, this match would have been an incredible grand final. At EVO 2022, it was just another set of the greatest losers run of all time for the only American left standing. And his next challenger was one Idom was familiar with. His first to 10 opponent in 2021, an EVO champion, a veteran of the tournament's top 8, and one of the strongest Japanese Street Fighter pros, Takedo.
Yeah, just bad range, very rare. Oh.
He backed off because he knew exactly what was coming. Here comes, no, it's a link, it's a stun! And Idom is in fact gonna take out Daigo and then Takedo back to back!
Next, Idom stayed in his seat to play Gachikun, another incredibly strong pro who had struggled against Idom's Laura in 2021 at Red Bull Kumite London, but always had the potential to surprise.
The more that Gachikun can find that up-close offense, of course, easier said than done. The more success he can have.
He woke up with standing medium punch. He woke up
One more sequence. Oh boy!
Okay, stun. You're not gonna quite have.
He might get super on this.
Actually,
He might get
doesn't
super.
even need it. I don't even know if he needs it.
He might get super, no. Oh, he didn't even need the super. He needed but one EX to do the whole trick, to do half of that entire life bar.
But what the hell were all those legendary players doing in the lower bracket anyways? Who was sending them there? Well, waiting for Idom in the grand finals wasn't an established Japanese god or an EVO winner. It was Kawano, a Japanese phenom who was quickly building a reputation as one of the best young players to emerge from his region in recent years.
Kawano has been looking unstoppable at this point in time,
Yeah.
but you just saw Idom go through so many players in a row. You've got to be a little bit nervous coming into this match, I would imagine.
Coming from the loser side, Idom first needed to win a series to reset the bracket, so he poured it on.
But here comes Idom. That fireball's still coming. He went low 17 times in a row because he figured Kawano would be expecting the overhead. Big hit.
The defense from this man, Kawano, unparalleled so far. What? Oh, wow.
Oh, he got the cross up. That was so. He
hit the light kick, actually. He hit standing light kick from her. Here comes Kawano.
Aha!
He can set up hail, he does.
Throw. What's the mix up here? Goes into the activation. So scary. He has gone for so many throws. Another throw. And in fact, another throw. Yes. What? That is punishable on block.
Yes, it is. Here's Kawano.
Okay, here's an opportunity now.
No!
What was that? Kawano wasn't sure. Like, I feel like he had like two things that he wanted to do and he couldn't decide between them. And the wrong thing came out and literally gifted Idom that win.
Not quite there on the punish. Kawano.
Challenge is nice. Nice challenge right there. But here comes the buttons.
Man, Idom.
Reset! We have a bracket reset!
With the reset secured, the two opponents kept feeling each other out until there were literally no rounds left. And EVO viewers were treated to an incredible final round of Street Fighter between two amazing players, each fighting for the very future of their regions.
The life almost even here with 38 left on the clock. Scheming towards the corner. Thunderclap yet again.
No, too far away for the anti-air. The crush counter from Guano. He gets the hit. Activation. Is this going to be enough to kill? Is this going to kill? It is. And Guano takes it over Idom in the most clutch victory you could possibly imagine. Just shy of the victory. Guano is the Evolution 2022 champion.
Idom didn't win EVO 2022, but he came as close as any North American player ever has. He slayed gods until, at the very end, he sat across from another prodigy.
Obviously, I'm very grateful to have even been in the EVO Grand Finals. Like, not many people in the world could say they've been in EVO Grand Final. I try not to think about it I try not to think about the EVO Grand Finals too much. Obviously, when I go to other events, offline events and stuff, everyone's like, man, I saw you in EVO Grand Finals. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I know, I was there.
Idom and Guano put everything they had out there during their historic Grand Finals match. They gave the audience one of the greatest Street Fighter sets of all time, and they gave each other a reason to go further beyond. Idom made history with an unforgettable losers bracket run that proved that he was more than just NA's greatest player. Instead, he showed that he could very well define Street Fighter's future.
In second place, I said in second place, Idom.
The train rolling in, 1 second. Where y'all headed? Let's see. Oh, they're headed to Hoboken. Have fun, guys. That's cool. Y'all ever been to Hoboken? It's a big commuter town to New York City, basically. A lot of people go to Hoboken to transfer to New York City. Also, the cake boss lives there, I think.